morning to all. Today we are going to see chapter 6, changes around us. So we are going to start a new chapter. In that we are going to discuss about introduction of changes and classification of changes. In that, what is reversible change, definition and the example. Irreversible change, physical change, chemical change, slow change, fast change, desirable change, undesirable change, periodic change and non-periodic change. All these changes and their definition and their example we are going to discuss. So first let us see about introduction. In our life and in the world, everything is changing. So every second undergo by many changes. So for example, growth of human being, germination of seeds, drying of clothes, rusting of iron, cooking of food, so etc. We can tell many changes. These changes are taking place at our home, park, school, etc. Everywhere the changes are taking place. So all these changes are due to some causes. So these causes brings changes in shape, size, color, position and state of things. So now we are going to see about classification. So everything is changing. For example, in the classification all these changes will come. So just I will give intro about all these things, then next I will go deeply. So reversible change. So reversible change means something, the changes will take place, after that we can bring it back. Example, pillow is there. So pillow we are taking, it will be in, for example you take in book. So book is there, this is in rectangle shape. So I am making the book into changes. I am folding the book. It undergo by change. After that I can bring it back to the original shape. That is called reversible change. One more example also I can give. Now this is called ice cube. So after some times it becomes like water. So after when I keep this water in the refrigerator, again it becomes like ice cube. So it is also called reversible change. And one more thing if I want to tell is balloon. If you take balloon and the starting is simple balloon is there and you blow it and it becomes big and you escape the air, then again it comes to the original substance. So the definition of reversible change is the change in which the substance after change can be reversed back to the original substance is known as reversible change. Next one we are going to see about irreversible change. Irreversible change is nothing but just opposite to the reversible change. So the change in which the substance after change cannot be reversed to the original substance is known as irreversible change. So example, take an apple. So cut it into two pieces. So after cutting, the apple looks like white in color. So after some times it turns to brownish color. So after it becomes brownish color, can you bring it to the original color? No, it is not possible. So it is the example of irreversible change. You are taking rice, chawal. So it is raw material. You put it into boiled water and you are boiling. So you have prepared rice. After that, can you bring it back to the raw rice? No, it is not possible. So these are the example of irreversible change. Next one we are going to see about physical change. The change in which no new substance are formed is called physical change. Here only the physical properties of the substance such as size, shape and physical state, etc. change. Example, here also they are giving the same thing, melting of ice. So here you see. So here ice cube is there. So there is a shape. After some times it becomes like water. So the shape is changed. So after that we can bring it back, but here no new substance are formed. So again I can collect the water and I can keep it in the refrigerator. Again I will get the same shape, size, all these things. If I pour the same amount of water, I will get same size. So this is the example of physical change. So kicking of ball also. So when you kick a football, its position changes, but it remains a football only. It will not change. Crumbling of paper. So here I have a paper. So I am crumbling. So after that I can make it the same shape. So this is also example of physical change. Next one we are going to see about chemical change. Also in physical change, some physical changes such as tearing of paper or changing size of pencil with use cannot be reversed back. If you are taking a new pencil and you are writing, so it becomes small. Can you bring it back? No, it is not possible. So after tearing paper, can you bring it the original substance? No, it is not possible. But this is also included in physical changes. However, most physical changes are temporary and can be reversed like melting of ice, blowing of balloon, or freezing of water. So most physical changes are reversible, some are irreversible. Next one we are going to see about chemical change. The change in which new substances are formed is called chemical change. So chemical change means nothing but in that case new substances are formed. In this change, a new substance with different properties are formed. The molecules of the original substance undergo changes to form molecules of new substances. Here are some examples. For example, a paper is there. So in the paper some molecules are there. When we make a change, now if I am burn it, so the molecules which is present in the paper undergo changes and it produce another molecules like ash, smoke, carbon dioxide, etc. So now let us see the burning of paper. So now just I am burning the paper. So the molecules, now you can see the smoke, and in that smoke carbon dioxide also forms, and after that we will get ashes. So this is the example of chemical change. Next example is conversion of milk into curd. Milk gets spoiled when not refrigerated properly. A new substance, curd, is obtained. We cannot change the curd back into the milk. So we are keeping, this is the summer season. So when you keep the milk outside, so it will get spoiled and it turns into curd. Can we bring back milk? No, it is not possible. So the milk is a original substance and new substance we are getting like a curd. So it is the example of chemical change. Rusting of iron also is the one of the example of chemical change. Next one we are going to see about slow change. We can also classify changes according to the time taken by the changes to take place. Slow change. A change which takes much time to complete is called slow change. So anything which takes much time, it is also called slow change. Example, turning of milk into curd, rusting of iron, digestion of food, growth of living organisms. So when a child gets birth after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years only it can, after 1.5 years only it will start to walk. So after so many years only it can go to school. So after so many years only it can have different kinds of changes. So this is the example of slow change. Next one we are going to say about fast change. Fast change means it's nothing but a change which takes very less time to occur is called fast change. Example, burning of paper. Within a second it will burn. Bursting of crackers, melting of ice, etc. are example of fast change. Next one is desirable changes. A change that is useful to us is called desirable change. So whatever we like, whatever is useful to us is also known as desirable change. It may be natural or human made. For example, change of season is a desirable change. So summer, winter, autumn, these are all liked by people. Next one, this is very important for the growth of crops also. Germination of seeds, ripening of fruits, formation of curds, preservation of fruits and vegetables by adding chemicals called preservatives are some examples of desirable changes. Say mangoes and all, they will cut and keep. When the season comes, they will cut and they will put preservatives and they will keep. So throughout the year they can use for juice and fruits, etc. So these are the desirable change. Undesirable change. A change that is harmful to humanity or the environment is called undesirable change. For example, rusting of iron. So when we keep the iron things outside, when we keep in the rain, then it gets iron turns into iron oxide and it gets rusted. Henceforth we cannot use it again. So it is an undesirable change. So as I told, when iron articles are exposed to moisture and air, they get rusted. It is an undesirable change. Some more example of undesirable changes are flooding of rivers. So it can destroy many things. This causes great harm to people, cattle, property and erodes to the topsoil layer also. Next one is spoilage of items. This is due to the action of microorganism on food items. See, bread you are taking and you are keeping in wet place with the water. So after sometimes you will find fungi. So when you have, you will get so many stomach problem. So this is the undesirable change. The last one we are going to see about periodic change and non-periodic change. Changes which repeat themselves after a regular period of time are called periodic change. Example, change of season, changing of phases of the moon, swinging of pendulum in a clock, etc. are periodic change. Even in your school, periods changes in particular time. That is the best example of periodic change. So this full moon, new moon, everything particular time it comes. So it comes under periodic change. Swinging of pendulum. Have you seen in your watch? So wall clock, have you seen? The pendulum will go this and this. So same time it will go and it will come back. This is the example of periodic change. Next one is non-periodic change. Changes which do not occur a regular interval of time are called non-periodic time. So in this case, no interval of time. At any time it can happen. Example, eruption of volcanoes. At what time it will happen, how long it will happen, we don't know. Earthquakes, can we tell? Geographically they can assume, but they cannot tell the correct time and how long it will happen. They can't tell. Forest fire. So due to heat of the sun, it can happen. These are the example of non-periodic change. So dear children, today we have seen chapter 6, changes around us. So what are the changes, what are the causes and what are the classification of changes, and we have seen 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 kinds of changes we have seen and their definition as well as their examples. So every day. Just you go through and all the examples, try to do it at home and learn it. Next class we will continue the remaining chapter. All the activities try to do. Thank you.